going ready to go live here. Welcome into Scappy's Arcade. Playing Williams Honey tonight from 1971. We had this on the stream last week, but didn't get a chance to stream this past weekend, so we're giving it another shot on the stream since it's only been on the stream once before. I'm John. My friends call me Scappy. Thanks for joining me tonight. And playing around with a little different view here. Hopefully our alerts are working tonight. And sit back and then enjoy the stream. I'm going to see if we can keep some scores here too tonight. Alright, got our high score blanked out. Those slingshots have a hair trigger on them, that's for sure. Maybe just for fun, I'll keep track of my low game scores tonight, too. Almost got it in the gate. There we go. The good thing about getting it back in the gate here is now I have a chance to get the other two pop bumpers lit. Making them all worth 100 points. Oh, almost. And it's not very easy to get the ball back up to the top to do that again. Unless you get it back in the shooter lane. And the way you get that gate open is by getting both the A and B drop targets up at the top. Well, 48,100. Set that as our high score. Let's go ahead and get a low score set up too. Turn that on. There we go. So your biggest scoring opportunities on this game are here and here. You can get that all the way up to worth 3,000. In the middle, you can advance this one all the way up to 10,000. To advance this number here in the middle, you either knock down that drop target there and get the ball in. That'll advance it one. Well, it'll score what's there and advance it one more notch up. Or up at the very top, there's a button that says advance 1 to 5, and right below that it says advance center hole value. Getting that center hole value column, that'll also increase this. The advance 1 to 5 advances these numbers here, which when you get it all the way up to 5 and get the 5, it advances these numbers for the value of your holes over here. Pop bumpers are worth 10 unless you got them lit, and when they're lit, they're worth 100. You get them lit by going through the lanes at the top. And the center pop bumper is always worth 100. Now these switches over here raise up this ball save post. If you get this white dot right here, it drops it back down. Most other bumpers are worth 10 points. So you can hit these, either one of these slingshots is 10. There's 10 points here, 10 points here. Up at the very top, there's a series of 10. So it's got scoring all the way around. Oh, good. If you can get just the right shot off the flipper, you can advance all the way up 1 through 5 in one shot. It's not easy to do, and it doesn't happen too often with me. But if you get just the right angle, you can do it. And that was it. Well, we almost got up there. Let's see, 43. We'll put our low score in here. There we go. Set our baselines. All right, let's see what kind of scores we can get in here. I know last week I was able to roll the score over. I think I got 105,000 on it. Just getting warmed up. I haven't really played this much this week. You really want to try to get this value all the way up to 10,000 and then score it. Oh, that's one other thing. If you hit that dead on, it has a habit of going right down the middle. And even if you have that ball saver, it may hit that white button first and knock that right down on you. I didn't want to race to the bottom, but I'm not looking too good for a high score on this game. Yep, set a new low. There we go. Another thing about these A and B drop targets up here, in addition to when you knock those down, having this gate open down here, it's also going to advance this, is it 3 times? Yes, it advances the 1 through 5 3 times and opens the gate, and it's going to give you 300 points for doing that as well. So 100 for this target, 100 for this target. You get them both down, you get another 300, total 500 points. Let's hope I don't have to update that anymore. Yeah, I didn't get the flip on that one. Last year I rebuilt all 5 pop bumpers on this game, and it was a real big improvement. All of them had, the bodies had worn out. They were broken in multiple places, so the rings weren't pulling down straight. The holes were all knocked out for them. So they got all new rings, all new bodies, all new skirts. The tops are all original. So they still have the yellowing on them. Mechanisms got new springs, but they're springs and coil sleeves, but they're still the original coils. Just rebuilt everything else in there. Cleaned it all up real good. So this game is set up that if you get 52,000 points, it's going to give you an extra ball. Get 83,000 points, it's going to get you another extra ball. No number match or specials are set up on this because it's on free play, but it does have a number match capability. Just don't have it turned on. Wow, another short ball. We're just doing some casual play tonight, nothing too serious here. This is one of those games where not real deep on the rules, just try to keep the ball in play and score a lot of points. This is the oldest game in my collection, both in terms of how long I've had it and, you know, its actual age. This was the first game I bought. It's also the only electromechanical game in my collection. That is the only game that has score reels. The rest are all solid state digital. Alright, we've got our extra ball lit. And it's going to alternate from side to side depending on the 10-point switches. And that went away because I drained the ball. There is no end of ball bonus on this game. So anything you don't hit on the play field goes away at the end of the ball. It's unearned. Oh, that was kind of in between there at 38,910. A little hard to see that score reel on the screen just because of the angle of the camera here, but not really much I can do about that. But that was 38,910. Those score reels are set a little bit back from the glass, and my camera is not shooting straight on at the back glass, so it kind of hides those numbers just a little bit on player one. Right down the middle. When this game was made, more of them were exported than kept domestically. So a lot of them went overseas. This one went to Denmark. And at some point in its history was re-imported back into the United States. Don't have any record of when that happened, but I think it may have been 1980s or 1990s. It did have a sticker on it from a local vending company, so it did get routed in the United States for a little bit. Ooh, didn't mean to do that, but I just set another low score. I believe the unit of money this was set up for was krona, and it does have a little plaque right here of the vendor overseas with their number for servicing. Let's exercise some of the score reels on this, and let's set it up for a 4-player game. Give all the motors back there an equal workout, or all the solenoids rather. Wipe some dust off the contacts. A lot of times when these older electromechanical games are used in tournaments, they'll be played as a one-player game, even if it's a multiplayer game, just because the accuracy of the score reels may not all be the same. You're going to have a lot more wear on the parts for player one, and it's better to have everybody be player one and have an equal shot at the scoring. It would take a lot of work to interchange the scoring wheels on this one. Everything's hardwired, so you'd have to unsolder and move wires, and that would not be very much fun. I kind of wish that they were made that you could plug them in and then swap them around if you needed to, but I understand the economy of that. It was never meant that they'd be on route that long or be in service for that long. At this point in its history, this game has been probably in private ownership longer than it was out in public use. Ooh. Back to player one. You see me hit that flipper up there when the ball was up there. It's an old habit. With the newer machines, you can change the lights on the lanes up there. Obviously, this game doesn't have that feature. Those lights alternate as you hit the 10-point switches on the game. So every time you score 10 points, they're supposed to alternate back and forth. And you also hear the high-pitched bell at that point. The 10-point bell. Oh my goodness. Hoping I fixed last week's issue with the system not telling me when I had new followers. So hopefully when I get some followers tonight, I'll be able to acknowledge you and know that you followed me. Get all of our sound effects and animations back. Yeah, that was almost a sweep. Do have our gate open again, so if the ball gets over there, we can get it back in the shooter lane. Try to get all of our pop bumpers lit. Our extra ball is now lit and alternating. Come on, bounce over, bounce over. There we go. Alright, so I want to try to get that lit lane up there. That's the one that'll turn on the red bumpers. Oh, missed it. Oh, almost got the extra ball. Oh! Yeah, it was still a good ball for player one. Had some good chances for scoring there. Just couldn't capitalize. Of course, now I get the red lane. The lane that's lit up top is worth 1,000, and when it's not lit, it's worth 500. But the leftmost lane is always the red bumpers, and the rightmost lane is always the green bumpers. Gate's not open. Oh, poor player 3 needs to break 10,000. I think it was player 4 for a while would not roll over from 9,000 to 10,000. I had to do a little switch cleaning to get that working. Hopefully they're all working now. If you happen to see one not work, let me know in chat. That is one of the joys of these older electromechanical machines. Is there's a lot of switches that can get dirty, and best way to keep them clean is to play the game. So once in a while, I'll credit up to 4 players and let everything get a good workout. The extra ball. I earned the extra ball based on points that time, but the extra ball was lit. That light goes out once you've earned the extra ball, no matter how you earn it. So these were both alternating back and forth for extra ball, but as soon as I earned that extra ball, those lights were extinguished. You can't stack extra balls on this game. Once you've earned an extra ball, that's it. You can't earn another one during the same ball. Now that I've replunged and started scoring again, yes, I can earn another extra ball. Well, let's see if we can roll this over. We're only on ball 4. Got our gate open, alright. So we want to try to get the green bumpers. Let's just give it all it's worth and see where it goes. Come on, come on. Ah, it's over in red. That center kick out is very random on which way it goes. The wood is very worn out around that kick out, so the ball doesn't settle the same way twice. Oh, earned an extra ball again. Got the 83,000. Alright, still ball 4. Alright, let's see if we can roll this over. See, that was a full plunge. I ended up on green. 2 and player 3, you got some catching up to do. Oh! So we can give player 3 at least 10,000 on this one. There we go. I don't know how well it comes through on the camera, but every now and then you get some really loud buzz out of some of the coils in here. Especially the flippers. Oh! Didn't get to roll it over. So close. That was my fault. I had that ball saver popped up and still flipped, and the ball went right down between. Alright, all of our pop bumpers are lit, all worth 100. Kind of late in the game here, but there we go. Alright, player 4, last ball of the game. 20th ball of the game. Well, more than 20 because we had some extra balls in there, I guess. And that's all she wrote. Well, look at that. I think I set a new high score and a new low score. 19,750 for the low. And let's go ahead and update that high score to 98,200. All right. If you're just joining us, we're playing Williams Honey tonight. My name's John. My friends call me Scappy, so this is Mr. Scappy's Arcade. This is one of 4 games we have down here in the arcade. This is by far the oldest game in the arcade. The next newest one would be from 1979. That's a Williams Gorgar. We also have a Williams Space Shuttle from 1984. And from 1987, we have a Williams Big Guns. This is Williams Honey from 1971. And it's the only electromechanical game in the collection. So we just set our new high score and our low score. Trying to roll that score over. Almost did it on player 1 on that game. Played that one as a 4-player game just to kind of get a little bit of the dust off those switches in there. Give it a little bit of a workout. Certainly gave my fingers a workout, that's for sure. This is a single ball game. Well, that is, there's one ball in the machine. There's no multi-ball. No end of ball bonus, and when you're playing a multiple player game, there's no way to really steal a score from somebody else. Everybody is on equal footing. This game, I believe, was designed by Steve Kordek. About 6,000 were made, most of them being exported outside of the United States. Said before, this one came from, or this one went to Denmark and came back. When it got to me, someone had removed the little bell in the back. Either that or it just never shipped with one. And the main bell and the knocker were both unplugged. So it was somewhere where they did not want all the ringing and banging around of the game. And at some point in its history, it had either a step-down or an isolation transformer installed in the back. You can see where that had been mounted and the wires were spliced. My bet would be on isolation transformer because the main transformer in this is capable of doing 220 volts AC at 50 hertz. It is a 50 hertz transformer in here. And the score motor is actually a 50 hertz score motor as well. So it runs a little fast on the 60 hertz here in the United States. There is a motor that turns a series of little cogs in there, and those lift switches up and down to make contact, and that's how you get your 300 or 500 points. And it also facilitates the resetting of the score reels and all the other mechanisms in this game. All 5 pop bumpers are lit. We got an extra ball lit. And we couldn't capitalize on it. We had everything maxed out there and just couldn't score it. Oh, right down the middle. Oh, I'm going to fall right in the middle of our scoring range there. 40,180. To see how our stream quality's doing. Looks pretty good there. Everything's green. Thanks for tuning in tonight. If you haven't done so, drop a follow. Click that little heart button there, and help me get to my subscriber or my follower goal there. And once you follow, you can also be able to chat. Wasn't expecting it to hit the down post button there. Almost lost it. Alright, our extra ball is lit. All that pop bumper action. It would have been nice to have some pop bumpers lit. Oh, and we lost the ball. Hey, 37,000 on ball 1. That's not bad. Come back. There we go. Oh. All right. 3 balls left. Let's see if we can roll the score over. Almost halfway there. Alright, got our green bumpers lit. Got a nice whiff of ozone after that little bit of action there. Alright, got an extra ball. Alright, not bad. Shoot again. Alright, get over there. Okay, red bumpers. Let's see if we can get it back up there and get those green bumpers lit. Don't go out. Ah! Alright, 66. Got 2 balls left. Come on, we can do it. Oh, not with that, we can't. And we just fizzled out on that. Boy, we had such a promising first 2 balls on that game. First and third ball, I guess. Well, split the difference there. No, neither a high, neither a low. We'll roll scores 1 and 2 in this next one here. Alright, ball 2. There we go. Get over there. Get up. It would have been nice to get the red bumpers lit there and get some extra points off of all that bouncing around. Oh! Didn't even get to flip it. Oh my goodness, the pop-up was only halfway up. The ball saver. I was relying relying on that to stop the ball, and it wasn't up far enough to stop it. I have to see what happens the next time I get it. Well, it's up all the way that time. Must have just bound up a little bit on the way up. The ball saver post in this game is the same one that's used on Williams' Space Shuttle. They changed the design later. This one uses two coils, one to make the post pop up and one to pull it back down. So it pulls down and latches, and then there's another coil that will pull back to release it again. So it's always under tension. But for whatever reason, it just didn't make it all the way back up. Another low-scoring game. So if you see me glancing that way every now and then, that's where the computer is. The camera, of course, is over here. This is right on the end of the row. So I can't set my monitor over on a machine over there. So my monitors right now are sitting over on Gorgar, which might be the next game I stream. Well, after 10 balls, a whole bunch of mediocre scores there. 28,000, 25,000. Well, at least they're fairly consistent. This game can be set for 3-ball play or 5-ball. My preference is 5 for these older games like this, but you can't do in between. It's either 3 or 5. The rules don't change depending on the number of balls. So if you have a 3-ball game, 5-ball game, it's the same scoring. However, you can change when the extra ball happens. And this game, I have the original packet that came with this game, and there's a bunch of pre-printed cards, and you can set some different jumpers in the back of the game to give you the extra ball at the set levels. Right now this is set for the first extra ball at 52,000. The second extra ball is at 83,000. If you're playing a 3-ball game, you may want to set those lower to give the player a chance to get the extra ball. And if you are playing maybe for replays, you could actually set up to 3 levels if you wanted to. This one, like I say, I pulled out the card that I think is close to what it would have come from or come with from the factory, and that's 52,000 and 83,000. I have them over here because I have this barcode over here for the iScored scoring system. That's something totally unrelated, but it's a way for people to keep track of scores online in a home environment or an arcade, I suppose. But visitors can scan this and take a picture of their score and enter their score in a website, and we can display it on a monitor here. This is how most of the games go on this game. You get to flip a few times and it finds an outlane. Flip a few times, finds an outlane. It's about as steep as you really want to set this game. Any steeper than that and the balls don't always sit well in the saucer. You make it too shallow and it doesn't play very fast. This is by far the loudest game in the collection. Well, I guess I could turn the volume up on the other games, but this one there's no volume control. You're stuck at this level. All right. Still trying to get that 100,000 game. Gotten oh so close with that 98,000. Hey, Darkwing602, thanks for following. So now we know our sound effects and animations work again. Thank you for testing that for us, and thanks for checking in tonight. We're giving the EM a little love tonight with Williams Honey. This is right about the time that Williams was... Some of their games had chimes, some of their games had bells. This one has two bells. There's a large bell on the bottom with a solenoid on it, and that one rings for 100 and 1,000 points. And there's a little bell in the back box that's part of the match mechanism, and that scores on the 10 points. Or rings on the 10 points. And it makes a heck of a racket. And now I can understand why someone had removed those bells in the past. When this game came to me, it was a bit of a project. The person I bought it from had never got it to work. So I needed a little TLC. A lot of switch cleaning and a bit of switch adjustments. And someone had painted over the entire cabinet with white latex paint. That took a little bit of time to remove, but it did reveal the original paint underneath, which is in fairly good shape. Yeah, it certainly was satisfying working on it, and I enjoyed working on this game with all the little frustrations, and it took a little while to realize that there was one function that wasn't working the way it was supposed to. When I first got this game going, these progressive scores were not resetting at the end of each ball. And I kind of thought that was normal. But then I started doing a little bit of research, and no, they're actually supposed to reset at the end of each ball. So I'd get to the end of a ball, and this would still be lit at 1,000 when the next ball started. They were not resetting back. And it took a little while till I realized that someone had bent some contacts in there, and that was not resetting at the end of the ball. 33,600. Again, my apologies for how hard it is to read those scores for player 1 and player 3. Just a function of my camera rig here. can't quite get a head-on angle of those. Trying to get 100,000 or more tonight. We did it last week. Almost did it earlier. I was saying earlier, this game is not only the oldest game in my collection, but it's the one that's been in my collection the longest. It was the one that started my collection, and I've since acquired 3 solid-state machines, the newest being from 1987. But every game in the collection was a project in one way or another, and I kind of like it that way. I enjoy working on them as much as I enjoy playing them. Sometimes maybe even more. I think I'm better at working on them than I am at playing them. Would like to get all 5 pop bumpers lit when I get that action going up there, because then they're worth 100 points instead of 10. But it's so hard to get the ball back up into those top lanes up there to get the other bumpers lit. You almost have to get the gate open and reshoot the ball in order to do it. Wasn't to be on that game, that's for sure. All right, let's clean some dust out of those other score reels again. Do a good old 20-ball game. Maybe more if we get the extra balls. We'll play a little while longer here. Gonna have to with a 20-ball game. No luck on that. This game is using white rubber rings on it. My other games I have silicone, and they're even bouncier, but get a lot of bounce right off of these white rubber ones. They're still fairly fresh. I think I've only had one break since I installed this set on here, going back almost 5 years now. Every few months I try to wipe them down and clean them up really good before they get too dirty looking. Kind of half keeping an eye on those score reels, making sure they're actually rolling over properly. Don't play a lot of 4-player games on this, so sometimes they don't roll over. It's usually the 10,000th place that doesn't advance. Alright, our gate is open. We got our A and B. If we can get the ball over there, we can shoot it again and try to get our green bumpers lit. Oh, right down the middle. Now, did that had to have been more than just 2,600 on that ball on player 4. I'm guessing that didn't roll over. Did anyone happen to notice? I'm thinking player 4 didn't roll over with all that action. Oh, you put clear bands on the Ripley? Oh, you went back to the white rubber. Yeah. Yeah, when I redid my space shuttle, I went with clear bands on that, and I liked the clean look and the extra light it gave. And I also went clear silicone on my Gorgar. My big guns, I'm using white, but they are silicone. Just missed that saucer. Ooh. Now, once in a while, you will see a ball take a little bit of a zigzag there. A couple of these inserts are not perfectly level. I've tried to reglue all the loose ones and get them raised up and get them reglued. But once in a while, they'll catch the edge where it's worn a little bit, and you'll see a little bit of deflection. All right, keep an eye on player 4 for me. Let me know if that's not rolling over right. Of course, I got to keep the ball in play. I have a feeling that should be over 10,000 by now. What other games do you have besides the Ripley's? That was no good. Must have been an extra hair on the tip of that flipper. Alright, we've got our gate open. We'll take advantage of that. Let's see if we get red or green lit up now. Here's our green. We can get it back up there and get that red. Ah! Didn't have the gate open. All right, player 4. Let's see if this is going to roll over, because I swear that should definitely be over 10,000 based on those balls I had before. Oh, it rolled over that time. I'll have to go back and watch the rewind of this later. Ooh, Ice Fever, nice. I'm keeping my eyes out for another game. I would like to get a Williams Space Station. You know, I've got the Williams Space Shuttle, but I would love to add Space Station to the lineup. Especially since I've already got another System 11 game, and I love that, Big Guns. And I'm kind of looking for a project, you know, for a couple of reasons. One, budget. I don't want to spend money that I don't have. And two, I love working on the games. Oof. Not setting any records with these games right now. I think I hit 105,000 last week. That was my high score. Of course, these score reels are only going to show 99,990. There is no 100,000 light on this game. So once they roll over, it's on your witnesses or honesty that you scored what you scored. Alright, well, player 1's not going to roll over. Player 2's got a long ways to go, too. Kind of double cycled on there. Yeah, I use the ice scored system too. I've got the QR code on all 4 games, and it's lots of fun when family is over or friends are over. You can keep track of scores. Set it up on a computer monitor so everyone can watch the scores. I don't have iScored open right now on anything, but I think my top score on this is maybe 120? Or maybe I scored that before I even had iScored going. I don't know. Of course, when I'm out and about, I log all my scores on Pinball. 16,000. Seems like I should have gotten more than that. Alright, we'll play a couple more games here. Let's see if we can set this up to get 100,000. You really got to get all those pop bumpers lit and just get that ball going crazy up there to really get your score going. Doesn't hurt to get extra balls. don't think I set any new low scores, did I? I haven't been keeping track of my low score, have I? I still don't trust that scoring on player 4, though. Oh! Yeah, that post got me on that one. So I didn't log that 105 from last week. Oh, goodness. High score on Honey is 101. Yeah, I should have logged that on I scored, and I didn't. Wow. Wow, barely got the flip in that game. I've been saving up my pennies. I'm going to the Allentown Pin Fest in a couple weeks here. My goal is to pick up a new back glass for Space Shuttle. I have a translite in there right now, but I'd like to replace that translite with a real mirrored back glass. The original that came with the game was really flaky, so that was taken out and put the translate in. Oh, that down post gets you. I'm afraid to give this too much of a nudge because the back legs are sitting up on blocks. I'm afraid I'm going to knock it off the blocks and tip the thing over. I'd hate to think how many quarters all these games would have cost me if I was paying for these games in an arcade. Alright, another 20-ball game, and then we'll wrap up the stream. Going for 100,000. And if I beat that 101,930, I will put it into I scored. Nick Ann has the link to the private scoreboard. Oh man, that was a funny bounce. It was there to there and right on down. body English there. Oh. It is so satisfying when you can get that to roll right up the 5 buttons, or at least catch a bunch of them on the way up. Didn't even give me a chance on that one. Oh! Not a bad ball. Alright, to get that A drop target knocked down up there, we can open the gate. Oh! I flipped a little too early. I was trying to send it up the left side to get that A and caught the edge of the center kick out. These flipper mechanisms do not lend themselves very well for trapping the ball. It's like the hold coils on them are not quite strong enough, and then they pop down a little bit and then launch the ball back up once the stronger coil kicks in. They're dual coil. So this game has DC pop bumpers, but AC flippers. At that point, Williams was still kind of doing half and half on their coils. the slingshots might also be DC. I'd have to look at the schematic and see how it's divided up. But the flippers are definitely AC on this game. And they certainly buzz like AC flippers. Oh! Couldn't beat that angle. Wow. Sometimes that ball rockets into the out hole so quickly that it misses the switch and has to try to send the ball out a second time. All right, last turn of the game here. Pop bumpers lit up here. There we go. Our gate opened up again. Extra ball is lit. Oh, and we lost the ball. Nope. Wow, no love on the out lanes tonight. All right, last ball of the game. And we'll wrap the stream up here. ball. Well, we cleaned some cobwebs out of some score reels, but 100,000 points eluded us tonight. But boy, we got darn close with that, what was it, 98,200. Oh, so close. Well, I thank you for joining me tonight on the stream. Try to be back again on Sunday morning, and hopefully, let's see, maybe it'll either be a Space Shuttle stream or a Gorgar stream. We'll see. I'm kind of leaning toward Gorgar because it's been a while since I've streamed that. So, anyways, just look for the stream alert on Sunday morning, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you follow and set that alert bell so you know when I'm streaming again. Thanks for joining.